Merry meet and welcome to our daily reading for all signs for today, Tuesday, the 21st of May, 2024. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely I Am Her Eminence and the lovely Jennifer, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Deline. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you to everyone for joining us today. I'm reading with this lovely Tarot Grand Luxe. This is a bit on the side of Rider-Waite-Smith, but I don't care because I love it so much. It's so pretty. Let's purify with this Verveine by Provence Santé. 3 sprays in this big old room is more than sufficient. 1 spray in a little room is also quite fine. I like the Van spray instead of burning sage indoors, especially in a professional setting like this. But, you know, everybody likes their own thing. Anyway, I've put links to these products in the video description of this very video on YouTube. You know, if you're watching on YouTube on a restream and you don't like to watch all the shuffling, you can use the timestamps to get right to the reading. If you are on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch. You can watch on Twitch without ads when you subscribe to us there. We still have a shop, you know, and that's at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. Right now, it's just a ton of affiliate links, which means we make a small commission off of each and every sale. But we are upgrading that shop, and we'll have a soft launch soon, and probably the full shop will be ready sometime in June, so stay tuned. We'll let you know all about it. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're on YouTube, you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving us a donation. We do appreciate your support. Just as a reminder, this reading goes out to a lot of people, so if for some reason you don't feel like it's speaking to you or it doesn't make any sense, just disregard it because it's probably not meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. You can find all the most recent restreams of those readings on our website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link in that main menu. All right, this is all shuffled. Going to give this deck a nice clean cut. We'll see what's in the cards for everybody today. Thanks so much for being here. Let's see, we start out with a king of coins. Well, who doesn't like that? Followed by the lovers. And then the 5 of wands. All right, so the king of coins is saying that, you know, there's a lot that you already do well, especially in regards to things that you may not think you do well in, like money. Sometimes the king of coins comes up and I say, oh, you're such a money master. And people say, no, I'm not. But try to only compare yourself with yourself. Aren't you doing better, you know, than you used to do, at least how you handle things and how you handle money? And the other thing about that king of coins that it's trying to be clear about is that if you just put into practice what you already know about prosperity and things like that, if you just like really committed to doing the things that you know are going to work for you, you would have your money totally handled because you are that good. You're that smart. You're that capable. So don't sell yourself short. Don't cut off any of that acknowledgement about how resourceful you are and how good you are at things. And you can turn all of that resourcefulness and all of that wonderful experience that you've had and all of the things that you've learned and all of those principles that you know, and you put them right to use, you'll be so surprised at how well you do financially. Not only that, but when you are getting ready to make choices about things like that, it seems like a lot of the choices here have to do today with either financial stuff or at least physical assets, health matters, property, anything like that, but usually money. that before you make any big decisions, just have that habit of going within and asking, what do you think, to your inner guide? Is this a good idea? Should I go through with this? And let your guide upgrade you. Let your guide direct you. And people say, well, how do I know what the guide is saying? You know, because you're learning how to follow your intuition, follow your hunches, follow your leads. You're getting better and better at it. It's just what you do over and over again becomes something that you're really good at. So the more you follow your intuition and don't ignore it, the better you get at it. So between using your own powers of practicality, and when I say practicality, just be practical with what you already know. It may not seem practical to other people, but it's practical to you because you already know what to do. So don't second guess yourself. You go ahead and you do what you know you're supposed to do. And then before you actually act on it, ask and make sure that you're on the right track, and then follow your intuition. And you're going to have this sort of combination, this mixture of your own wonderful experience, your own wonderful understandings of things, your own expertise mixed with the guidance and the upgrades of your own inner guide. Now, I'd love to tell you that when you do that, everything is just going to go without a hitch, but that's not the way things work. It can't go without a hitch if there is some resistance there. But you don't just say, well, I'm going to wait till the resistance is gone. No, you go for it and let the resistance come up. Let the resistance come up. And you'll notice today that you're doing well if you get a little bit irritable. Some of you might get a lot of bit irritable. But if you have that little bit of irritability, or even if an argument comes up or things like that, it's not serious. It's not like, oh no, I've ruined it or I'm on the wrong track. No, it's when one old thought has to be confronted with the new thought, there's going to be a little war of Armageddon inside your mind. But the new thought's going to win out because it's the one that has the backing of what I was talking about before, that mixture of your own experience and the guidance of your inner guide. And so those new ideas, those new plans that you're coming up with, or those new thoughts, I should say, that you're experiencing, are going to probably hit some resistance, but they will win out. They will win out. And it's not going to be a big resistance either. It's just going to be a momentary thing. When you feel that resistance, do something to move the energy. That's all you need is just look at it as stuck energy, the old thoughts trying to be expelled, and there's just some blockage sometimes. And so what you do is you go and get some physical exercise, or you do some breathing, or you scream into a pillow, or you go into a locked car and scream 4-letter words, whatever you like to do, just to move the energy and realize that you're not raging, you're not in the midst of some sort of cruel experience. You're just moving energy, and sometimes that comes up as anger and irritability, and that's when anger and irritability can, in the short term, be very positive things because they are means by which you can release. You know how like if you're really, really sick, you swallowed something really bad, and it's like, well, I don't want to throw up. I don't want to throw up. I don't want to throw up. If you just throw up, you're better. Right? It's like, I don't want to go through that. Yeah, but it's a lot better than the nausea that you're dealing with. The same kind of thing goes with this. It's better to just have the little blow up, have the little dust up, or whatever you have to do. Run around the block, pound a pillow, go to the gym, whatever you have to do to move that energy rather than sit there with the resistance. Because the resistance is not gonna last forever, and the new thought is gonna win out in the end anyway. So you may as well just speed it along. We've got a 7 of Wands. I love that card. An 8 of Swords. We're gonna move through that today, and the Star card. So the Star card is sort of like the wrap up. It's the last card that I dealt, and that Star goddess, has all power to heal and correct. No matter what you think you've done, no matter the mistakes that you've made. And like I said, a lot of this has to do with finances for many of you. And so that thought of like, oh, I didn't save enough. Oh, I didn't invest well. I don't have enough in my 401k. I'm not going to ever, all of those ideas of the horrible bed you might have made for yourself financially. She says, don't worry about it. I've got this. I can go and undo all of the consequences of any mistakes that you think you've made in the past. All you have to do is let me. And then what you're responsible for is working in concert with your inner guidance and moving into that new, very prosperous future that your inner ego might have a little problem with, and you're might have to have a little dust up today. But don't worry about it. Enjoy the dust up. Just look at it as a workout. Just look at it as like an assignment. You know how sometimes, I don't know, if you're going to the gym and you're working with a trainer and they're like, oh, we're going to do some boxing today. And you're like, ugh, I can't stand boxing. Well, we're going to do it because I'm the trainer. And I said, we're going to do boxing. Oh, okay, we're going to do boxing. And then the trainer gets you to punch and then punch and then punch and then punch. And you don't want to do it at first, but then you get into it and you're like, yay, this is so great. I'm enjoying it. I'm getting through all of this anger. I've got my heart rate up. I'm sweating. I feel amazing. I don't ever like to start this, but I always like having done it, right? That's how I am with yoga. It's like, ugh, I don't feel like going to yoga, but I'm always glad I went. So I just have to like really make sure I go. That's kind of today. Your inner guide is going to help you to get a workout, for your prosperity, for your inner thoughts about money. And part of why is because it has to break you out of this thought loop that you're in, these obsessive kind of thought loops of I'll never make it, nothing's ever working for me. Well, none of that's true. Everything is working out for you. It's working out for you beautifully. But the way that you allow your conscious mind to think are the seeds that you're planting into your deep mind. And so it's easy to delay and undo all of the great work that you've done if you're not careful. And that's why if you go and you ask for that inner guide to help you, one of the things that they're going to do is get you out of those thought loops, get you out of that sort of habitual thinking. Now, if you notice that you are doing a lot of kind of obsessive thinking today, use that off switch technique. Just search Gatoga off switch on YouTube. You'll learn it in a second, and you'll get through that. Okay, I didn't talk enough about this one yet. Let me real quickly. You're in the midst of an upgrade. That's what this whole idea is. You're in the midst of an upgrade in regards to your work and your money, and that upgrade is also it's wonderful and it's worth being excited about. And part of it is like I said, that star god is going into your past and undoing any mistakes that you might have made so that you're free to prosper in right now. But that's, like I said, it's going to come up against some negative thoughts that have been around for a long time that seem to be churning. And so you have to be willing to confront those thoughts. And the way you confront those thoughts is not by fighting them, it's just by moving your body, moving the energy, breaking free, and keep doing what you're doing. All right. So today, if you decide that you want to do some meditations, the first thing you want to do is take that off switch with you. And every time you notice that you're thinking obsessively, negatively, just use that technique. Now, these two trump cards, have meditations that I've done, and they will help optimize everything. The first one is this Lover's card, and it's really going to help you with finding that inner guide. And it's called Receiving Guidance on a Choice or Decision. That's the name of that meditation. The Star Goddess card is really helpful because it's called Receiving the Divine Grace of the Star Goddess, and it's going to help you to allow her into your life, into your past, allow her to undo those consequences so that you're not stuck with the consequences of mistakes that you've made. That's not the will of the universe, that you be stuck in consequences, so that you can allow yourself to be free and have a fresh start today, and then get moving, get working, and you're going to do great. Today is a wonderfully prosperous day. Do not shy away from any sort of irritability today. Just get right through it and move through it to the other side of it so that you can be free from those patterns. You're doing great. All right, thank you so much for spending a little time with me today. I so appreciate you. And thank you so much to the amazing moderators. Today we had the lovely I Am Her Eminence, Jennifer and Deline. Thank you so much, moderators, and we will see everybody tomorrow. Blessed be.